A man who traveled 150 miles to abuse a 13-year-old girl has been sent to prison. Luis Gomez groomed the teenager over social media, persuading her to send him intimate videos of herself. The 24-year-old then traveled from his home in Lancashire to a Durham City hotel to meet her for sex. The abuse came to light when she told her mother what had happened and police were called in. Detectives from Durham Constabulary were able to trace Gomez to his home and he was arrested. Gomez admitted 5 counts of sexual activity with a child, 2 of causing a child to watch a sexual act, 1 each of sexual communication with a child and meeting a child following grooming, plus 3 of possessing indecent images of a child. Last week at Durham Crown Court he was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment and was given a 20-year sexual harm prevention order and restraining order. Detective Constable Richard Martin, who led the investigation for Durham Constabulary, said, Luis Gomez knew exactly what he was doing. From a very early stage his victim made it clear that she was only 13 years old and a schoolgirl, yet he continued to groom her online before traveling more than 100 miles to abuse her in person. In her victim impact statement read to the court, she said she felt angry, upset and used. People like Gomez who think they can prey on vulnerable children should understand that the police will find you and you will go to prison. Anyone who is suffering sexual abuse should report it to police. 2 men have been charged with attempted murder following a stabbing in Crawhead, in August. Officers were called to reports of a disturbance in Railway Street, on Saturday, August 26. A man suffered serious injuries and was taken to hospital for treatment. The 51-year-old and 39-year-old were also charged with violent disorder and possession of an offensive weapon in a public place. The 39-year-old is facing additional charges of criminal damage and dangerous driving. The men have been remanded in custody and will appear at Teesside Crown Court on Friday, October 20th. Thank you for watching our crime videos. Maybe now is a good time to like and subscribe below, it's absolutely free. Brave young woman who stood up to her rapist in court has seen him jailed for 22 years. Gary Taylor repeatedly abused the girl over several years when she was a young child living in Darlington. The 38-year-old's offending came to light when the girl, who is now a young woman, bravely told a trusted adult what had happened, and a police investigation was launched. Taylor, of Sheldon, was charged with 5 counts of rape and 1 of sexual assault on a child. He denied the offences but was found guilty following a trial at Teesside Crown Court, where he returned last week for sentencing. During the hearing, the young woman courageously read out her own victim personal statement. "What he did to me has left me deeply scared and traumatized," she said. "Gary Taylor has taken away my childhood, he has taken away my innocence and the trust that I have in people. What he did to me has made me feel dirty and, at times, lonely. He has made me believe that the world is a horrible place. I suffer with anxiety and at times feel really low in my mood. I really don't want him to have this everlasting effect on me. What can I do to change this? I don't know, but I know that I am strong inside and I have spoken out and I have been believed, and because of this he will not be able to hurt anyone else. I will do everything in my power to stop him from ruining my life, and I know that it won't be easy, and I know I have a long journey ahead of me. But it is a journey without him and the abuse, and for that I am truly grateful." Taylor was sentenced to 18 years in prison with an extended 4 years on license. He was also made subject of an indefinite restraining order and must sign on the sex offenders register for the remainder of his life. Investigating Officer Heidi Weir, from Darlington Safeguarding Team, led the investigation. "Taylor is a very dangerous perpetrator and a high risk to children," she said. "The offences disclosed by the victim are unimaginable, which have taken away her childhood. And at the time her ability to feel safe. No child should ever be subject to this. It took 4 years for her to gain confidence to be able to report what Taylor had done to her, and she has shown immense courage and bravery throughout the investigation and subsequent court case. This investigation has also shown some excellent working with partners that have come together to get justice for the victim. Within the police investigation, caseworker Tammy Ross worked hard to ensure that all material was scheduled, which can be extremely painstaking and was key during the court case. Thank you for watching. Help us to expand our reach on YouTube by liking and subscribing to this channel.